I am a chiropractic physician, but I don't do any chiropractic in my office for the past 15 years. Has anybody been to a chiropractor before? Good. So those that haven't been to a chiropractor, I may use a term called an adjustment, which is moving the bones in the spine, taking pressure off the nerves. Now you may wonder why a chiropractor doesn't do chiropractic, right? Well, what happened to me and how I got in this position of nutrition was my father. He was a high school teacher, and he was one of those high school teachers that all kids love. And yes, I did have him for a class, and no, I didn't get an A. I got a B, which I was glad of. But he retired, but he was a lifetime smoker, so he smoked all his life. He retired, and he got what's called pulmonary fibrosis. You know what that is? It's when your lungs are starting to turn into fiber from smoking mainly. Well, as time went on, now he's up in Michigan, I'm down here practicing chiropractic. As time went on, I could see he was getting slightly worse. They started sending a nurse out to his house. They gave him some oxygen. He would walk around with the oxygen for a while. And then after a while, instead of the nurse coming to the house, he had to go to the hospital. And I could see they weren't really fixing the problem. They were managing the problem is what they were doing. And then one time he went into the hospital, caught pneumonia and died. So here I'm in the natural health care field trying to help people, and I couldn't even help my own dad. So at that point I knew I was missing a piece of the puzzle. And the piece was that I was helping people structurally with chiropractic, but I was missing a whole chunk of helping people with nutrition. So what I started to do at that point is I started to find doctors that were getting great results doing nutrition kind of out of the box, so to speak, but their results were fantastic. So I started going to their seminars, and this lasted about a year, year and a half, and I was going to so many seminars on the weekend trying to learn this stuff that my wife thought I was having an affair, and I was, with nutrition. So after about a year and a half of learning all that stuff, I started to apply it to my chiropractic patients. And my chiropractic patients, after a while, said, "Hey, we don't want any nutrition. We don't want any chiropractic. We want nutrition." So it basically just took over the practice after that. And so I had to make a decision on chiropractic and nutrition, and we went the nutritional route, which has been very rewarding. Today, you're going to hear things that you have never heard before, and I'll make you two guarantees. You're going to hear things you never heard before, and if you take action on it, it will change your life. The things that happen in our office are almost, in other offices, would be considered miracles, and we just basically are taking them for granted here in the office because they happen so often. So there's a lot of people that can't get any help any other way except through nutrition. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But before we do that, I'm going to say goodbye to our Facebook friends there, and we just sent that out live.